So the LEGO Harry Potter theme had a collectible minifigure series in 2018, then in 2019 they skipped a year and gave us series 2 of the collectible minifigure series in 2020, then in 2021 they skipped a year as well, and if you can follow a trend like me, that means there could be a possible series 3 LEGO Harry Potter collectible minifigure series in 2022. So in today's video I have drafted a complete series 3 CMF of 12 unique and exclusive minifigures never made before that I would love to see for the Harry Potter theme. So let's get on into it, everyone. So we'll start off with a more standard minifigure of the 12, and that's Angelina Johnson, who is a chaser on the Gryffindor Quidditch team. I think it would be awesome to get some more female and ethnic representation in our LEGO Quidditch sets, and considering she is a key player on the Gryffindor team, I am disappointed that we haven't had her yet in any LEGO set, especially considering we've had 3 Quidditch match sets now. The next minifigure in this Series 3 CMF draft is one of the other house ghosts. That could be the Grey Lady, the Fat Friar, or of course the Bloody Baron. I think if we were going to get any of these characters as minifigures, then they would be introduced to the LEGO world via a collectible minifigure series, as neither of them are relevant enough to appear in any specific set, so I think Series 3 would be a great opportunity to grow our ghostly collection past Nearly Headless Nick and Moaning Myrtle. Next up we have Bill Weasley. I think this minifigure would be pretty cool to get, and I was hoping we would see this minifigure included in the recent Attack on the Burrow set of 2020. We've had Ron, Fred and George, Ginny, we're getting a Percy minifigure already, so now we need a Bill figure, or maybe even a Charlie minifigure as well, in order to complete the Weasley Children collection. Before we get on, I just wanted to thank everyone who has subscribed to the TopicBricks YouTube channel so far. Your support means a lot to me, and if you're not yet part of our community, feel free to hit that button anytime to join us for the ride. Okay, so now we have what is probably the most in-demand minifigure on this list from LEGO Harry Potter fans, and that's Rita Skeeter. Now this minifigure, I am generally not surprised about the fact she has been omitted from all LEGO Harry Potter sets to date, and that's because what set would you actually include her in? I've tried to think, and every idea I've come up with so far, it feels like I'm trying to force her into the set, and that's why we need a Series 3 collectible minifigure series for Harry Potter, so fans of the franchise can finally add her to their minifigure collection. The next minifigure in this series, I generally am shocked that we have never gotten her in LEGO before, and that's Professor McGonagall in her black robes. Yes, even though Professor McGonagall only wears bottle green robes for 2 of the 8 Harry Potter films, those being the Philosopher's Stone and the Chamber of Secrets, virtually every single variant of Professor McGonagall we have ever gotten has been in her dark green robes, which is so unfortunate considering Professor Dumbledore, for example, comes in about 350 million different colour variants, so why can't McGonagall get the same love, LEGO? Next up in this lineup we have Matilda Bagshot, of course, the old horrible snake woman thing. No, I think getting a Matilda Bagshot minifigure will be greatly appreciated by the LEGO Harry Potter community, considering LEGO aren't too keen on making Deathly Hallows sets. They could at least feed us the Deathly Hallows minifigures this way though, through a collectible minifigure series. Just an idea, LEGO. For number 7 we have Barty Crouch Jr., this time not in his Mad-Eye Moody attire, but in his suits that he wore in the courtroom scene when Harry uses the pensive in Dumbledore's office. I very much doubt LEGO would make a courtroom set, as the courtroom is very dark and not the most child-friendly environment, so this is why I'd like to see this minifigure included in a CMF series. And then next we have his father, Barty Crouch Sr. Just how have we not gotten this minifigure before? Like, come on LEGO, we've had 21 years of the LEGO Harry Potter theme running and still we haven't gotten one of the main characters from the Goblet of Fire movie. This is a minifigure that I have made as a purist custom for my Ministry of Magic mock series. An annotation will be on screen now if you want to take a look at that. For the next minifigure in this collectible minifigure series, I've got Aberforth Dumbledore, another Deathly Hallows minifigure, and I'd be open to getting Ariana Dumbledore as well. Aberforth plays a key role in the Battle of Hogwarts, and unfortunately we probably won't be getting this guy as a minifigure until LEGO decide to commit to a Deathly Hallows Battle of Hogwarts LEGO set like they did a decade ago now, back in 2011. For another Deathly Hallows figure, yeah, I want Deathly Hallows figures, as I'm sure you can tell, we have Pious Vic Ness. This guy acted as the Minister for Magic under the Imperius Curse once Lord Voldemort took over. For this purist custom I made, I fitted him in a navy blue suit as he is depicted in the movie, with long dark brown hair. Another Ministry of Magic minifigure we would need to complete the collection of different Ministers for Magic in LEGO is Rufus Scrimgeour, who took over as Minister for Magic once Cornelius Fudge had resigned for being pretty damn rubbish at his job. This Rufus Scrimgeour minifigure I made is pretty perfect in my opinion, and I'd love for LEGO to make a Scrimgeour figure just like this. And finally, for the last minifigure on this list, we have something really cool actually, and that's Professor Quirrell in the Forbidden Forest with his hood up. This minifigure would look remarkably like Ringwraiths from Lord of the Rings, but it's something new for Harry Potter, and I highly doubt would get him in a set unless LEGO's ideas for new sets are running so low that they're resorting to giving us a set with just a hooded Quirrell, a couple of trees, and a dead unicorn. Speaking of new ideas for sets, my video tomorrow on this channel is going to be about what new LEGO Harry Potter sets we need for the Harry Potter theme in 2023 and beyond, so make sure to look out for that. If you haven't seen my recent video going over the top 5 most overpriced LEGO Harry Potter sets, then click the video on screen now. A big thank you to Sue Penn, Lucas Hatch, MLD Kay Crossley and Brightest Witch Bricks, who are all tier 3 members of the channel. I'll see you tomorrow for another LEGO Harry Potter video. I'll see you there.